Ever wonder how we, as a species, made it this far? How did our earliest ancestors, with no supermarkets, no smartphones, not even a roof over their heads, survive in a world teeming with saber-toothed cats and giant hyenas? Let's turn back the clock, not just a few centuries, but a staggering 5 million years, to uncover the secrets of prehistoric human survival. This isn't just a story of bones and stones, it's the ultimate survival epic, and it's our story. 5 million years ago, the world was a very different place. The African continent, our ancestral home, was undergoing dramatic climate change. Lush forests were shrinking, giving way to vast open savannas. For our early ancestors, who were likely something akin to an ape walking on two legs, this was a game changer. The trees they called home were disappearing. They had to adapt, or they would vanish. This is where one of the most significant developments in human history happened: bipedalism, walking on 2 feet. It might not sound like a superpower, but on the savanna, it was a revolutionary advantage. Standing tall allowed our ancestors to see over the tall grasses, spotting predators from a distance and finding potential food sources. It also freed up their hands. This wasn't for scrolling through social media, of course, but for carrying food, tools, and most importantly, their children. This ability to carry things was crucial for moving resources back to a safe spot, a home base, laying the groundwork for future cooperation and community. Imagine the sheer courage it took to step out from the tree line into that vast, unknown world for the first time. Now, what was on the menu 5 million years ago? Our ancestors were not yet the master hunters they would become. They were primarily foragers, opportunists. Think of them as the ultimate resourceful eaters. Their diet likely consisted of fruits, nuts, roots, and insects. Basically anything they could get their hands on that wouldn't eat them first. They had to have an incredible mental map of their environment, knowing which plants were safe to eat, where to find them, and when they were in season. This intimate knowledge of the natural world was their first encyclopedia, passed down through generations. But plant-based foods weren't always enough. Protein was essential for brain development. So, how did they get it? By scavenging. After a lion or a giant hyena had finished its meal, our ancestors would cautiously move in. Using simple, unshaped stones, they would smash open the leftover bones to get to the rich, nutritious marrow inside. This might sound gruesome, but it was a brilliant survival strategy. Marrow is a calorie-dense superfood, and by accessing it, our ancestors unlocked a vital energy source that other animals couldn't reach. This was the dawn of tool use, the first flicker of technological genius. A simple rock, used with intention, became the key to a better meal and a bigger brain. Life was incredibly dangerous. The world was filled with formidable predators. We're talking about creatures that make today's predators look tame. Saber-toothed cats with dagger-like canines, giant hyenas capable of crushing bone, and massive crocodiles lurking in the waterways. Our ancestors were not at the top of the food chain. Far from it. So how did they avoid becoming someone else's lunch? Their primary defense was their social structure. They lived in small, tight-knit groups. There truly was safety in numbers. A group had more eyes and ears to detect danger. They could work together to intimidate a predator, shouting, waving their arms, and throwing rocks. This social cohesion was their shield. Living in a group meant looking out for one another, sharing food, and caring for the young and the vulnerable. This cooperation, this sense of community, is one of the most fundamental aspects of what it means to be human, and its roots go back millions of years. Think about the intelligence required. It wasn't just about finding food, it was about outsmarting the competition and evading predators. They had to understand animal behavior, track movements, and communicate effectively with each other, likely through a combination of gestures, body language, and simple vocalizations. This was the beginning of complex problem-solving. Every day presented a new puzzle. Where is the water? Where is the food? Where is it safe to sleep? Solving these puzzles day after day for millennia is what drove our evolution. Sleep was another daily challenge. Where do you rest when the world is full of things that want to eat you? They likely sought refuge in trees or on high, rocky outcrops, any location that offered a natural defense. They wouldn't have had a single permanent home. They were nomadic, following the seasons and the availability of resources. Their home was their territory, an area they knew intimately. This constant movement was a part of their survival, preventing them from depleting the resources in any one area. The challenges were immense. Injury or illness, without any form of medicine, was often a death sentence. A broken leg meant you couldn't keep up with the group, making you an easy target for predators. Childbirth was incredibly risky. The average life expectancy was brutally short, perhaps only 20 or 30 years. Every single day was a fight for survival. And yet we survived. We endured. The legacy of these early ancestors is written in our DNA. Our ability to cooperate, our resourcefulness, our curiosity, and our incredible resilience are all traits that were forged in the crucible of the African savanna 5 million years ago. They were the pioneers, the first to take those tentative steps onto 2 feet, the first to use a tool, the first to form the bonds of community that would eventually allow us to build civilizations. So the next time you're facing a challenge, remember your ancestors. Remember the incredible odds they overcame. They weren't the strongest or the fastest creatures on the savanna, but they were the most adaptable, the most cooperative, and the most intelligent. They didn't just survive, they laid the foundation for everything that was to come. They are the reason we are here today, able to ponder our own past. Their story is a powerful reminder that in the face of adversity, our greatest strengths are our minds and our ability to work together. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. It's a humbling and inspiring story, isn't it? If you found this fascinating, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into our incredible human story. Let me know in the comments what part of their survival story amazed you the most. Until next time, stay curious.